Into the In My Opinion podcast, the home of edutainment, brought to you by Sakali, DTM, and Uzuma. So get your drinks, snacks, relax, and enjoy.
Guys, man, them as men, yeah.
That's
I
crazy,
think
man.
now we need to go back to the drawing board. If you are a waste man and you impregnated someone's daughter
Facts.
and then you left them to raise this child alone,
Because when you was
you're
over
a waste
enjoying,
man. Because look at this, bro. I
Big
didn't even know
waste man.
this. I thought maternity leave
No.
was
I
until you go
just
back.
I just literally learned this right now.
That is wild. Month
That's what I
9,
thought,
0.
Yeah, but I mean,
Did you know
Before
that?
they paid them in it till
no, I thought they pay until it. But I know that the
Statutory,
it dropped,
yeah.
just,
But I
not
didn't
like
know
they
like
stopped.
yeah, I know
stopped.
that too was like the 11 tour as peanuts, but I didn't know
But
it
it's
was
still-
zero.
Zero.
It's
That's
statutory, yeah, it's
actually
statutory.
nuts.
So
And
luckily
then
you had a partner.
Yeah.
So you,
that was
even though you
helping
planned, you still had
Mm-hmm.
some
or
Yeah.
some people don't have partner.
Exactly. Because do you know what it is? I don't know. I just felt like I still wanted to. I didn't want to make life too hard
Yeah, I get
for
it.
him as well, in terms of like less.
Teach you this.
Yeah,
No, not even that, but
because
even
some
just
of
for
us,
myself as well. I just didn't want to
Nobody-
make life too hard, so I was
nobody-
like, "Cool, let me plan ahead. So that you know we're good anyways. We would have been
dope.
good anyways, but I was like, let me just plan ahead. So anyway, so I went back to work in
11
May.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in beginning of month 12, basically.
12.
So end of month 11. Went back to work, and then obviously my daughter went to nursery. So we started her 3 days.
Mhm.
What
That
did
as
it cost
well.
for that one?
By the way,
For that one as well, one, it depends on the area that you're in
Okay.
in terms of cost. Waiting list is something people do not tell you about, because I actually I went and inquired about nurseries from January. So obviously I knew I was going back to work in May. I was like in January, I was like, oh, let me just put it in there, let me check. The nursery that I actually want to go to, they're like, oh, we don't actually have space until May. And I was like, luckily that was when I wanted to put her in anyways, but it was basically like a 5-month wait.
thank God, because if you left it to me, I'll be looking for nurseries the week
So wait,
before.
Exactly.
how early or kids
You could do it from birth. You could
from
put their
birth?
name, yeah, you can
Alright.
put their name down from birth.
So that means that must be a really high-end one.
Yeah.
Because that means the facility must be
Really
must be
good if they got a
it
waiting
must be
list.
facilitated.
But yeah, no, nurseries range from, I would say, so it really depends. London's obviously going to be more expensive. I'm in Essex. It ranges from about 56 to 80 pounds a day.
A day.
I would say.
Jesus. And this was so did you have with your job, was you doing days where you work from home or
Yeah. So
Okay.
when I went back to
That
work,
worked. That
I
helped
was
a bit.
pretty much hybrid. So I went in once a week at that
Okay.
time. So I went in once a week. So she was in 3 days. And at the time, I didn't work Fridays. So I was doing 4-day week. So yeah. And then, yeah, so nursery was that. So we put her in 3 days. I went back to work in May. And then back to work 2 months. And then my company made me redundant.
Yeah?
Huh?
I didn't
man,
see that
guy.
one come in.
Yeah.
So first they stop your pay at 9 months.
I didn't see that one come in.
Then you did them a favor. You didn't even use your kit work.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
your
kit
kit
days.
day.
Well, yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't even use a kit day.
Exactly.
She didn't even do use the whole 12 months. You went back early as like a sport that you are.
You know, and these motherfuckers still let you go.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Then they made me redundant.
Nah, Tish. you
Y'all
went
ain't
through it.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. And just,
You've rattled Uzi.
Look at Uzi. Uzi look like it look like it was him.
Literally, I got all made
You
redundant.
know what just dawned on me?
It just dawned on me.
Nah, man.
You look like someone that
We have,
something just
no,
dawned on.
we have to have. We need to have power of our. Because, bruv, when these people come to making this wicked decision, yeah, they don't think about you.
They don't.
You're a number. You're a number. You're a statistic.
You're literally a statistic,
they're
you're a
literally
number.
And so
statistic,
when you see
bro.
all these people moving like mad at work, doing all these,
Hours.
All these
Coming in
hours.
early,
Jobs work.
leaving
Yeah.
late. Imagine this one has just had a baby. I'm pretty sure those people that have no kids, they could have made redundant. But they said, let her go.
Yeah.
That's
Let her go spend time with her
crazy.
baby.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
so
yeah,
I
at that
mean,
point, yeah, what was going through your
Yeah.
mind? What was going on?
I was so rattled. I'm not even gonna lie.
Didn't see it
The
coming.
thing is, going back to work, I was a bit like, oh, I didn't. It was hard getting back into work because I'm like, I haven't done this for like
Yeah,
years.
Yeah, of course.
So I was a bit like, I'm in an R, and I had been at the company for 4 years. at the time.
Wow.
So I was a bit and ahhing anyways. But then when I went back, I just felt off. And I kept telling one of my colleagues, like I just felt off. Something felt off, like with my manager and how he would like talk to me about certain things. And I don't know, something just felt off. I just felt like maybe I'm being, I don't know, it felt like I was being pushed out a bit.
So they knew.
Yeah, so I mentioned that to my one of my work colleagues, and then at the time, I actually spoke to one of the HR girls. I think it was the day before they told me I was being made redundant. But funny enough, they made her redundant as well.
Oh,
Both of y'all can get it.
Funny enough, so she didn't actually know what was going on, process and whatnot, and I knew it was too soon. Like that, I would have told her, and then what she.
Oh, you don't
You know what I
think
mean?
she?
They feel
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
it was like,
you think it's unrelated?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I spoke to her the day before, like, I don't really feel like, I'm settling back in. I don't know how it feels weird. My manager feels a bit strange and stuff like that. Anyway, so the next day, I'm working from home. Managers and HR put a meeting in my diary.
Oh,
Just literally
anytime you
like,
see that as a joint
and it was
meeting
just
with
like,
HR.
oh, I'm putting a meeting in your diary for like half an hour. Oh, can we just meet? Like, it was like in half an hour. So I was like to my partner, I was like, something's up, but I don't know. It just didn't cross my mind. I didn't think that. So I was like, something's up.
You feel you was getting a pay rise?
I don't know what I was getting, but I was like, anyway, so then it came on, and then it was like, oh, yeah, we're going through a redundancy process, and we just want to let you know that your role has been selected to be at risk of redundancy. And at that point, I literally just started crying, and I was like, I don't even. It was.
This girl doesn't cry.
I didn't cry.
This
I
girl
did
does
not
not
cry, but I
cry.
literally was just like, I need a minute. I switched off my camera on, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to take 10 minutes?" And like, no. And I was
Imagine.
like,
Do you
yeah,
want to take
whatever.
10 minutes?
So anyway, I came off camera, went through, and I was like, "Tish, bulk up,
You got this.
come back. You got this." I'll come back, and then it told me all of this stuff. Yeah, your risk is at risk of being redundant. Blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, we're gonna go through a 2-week process of consultation. Where you can ask any questions and whatnot, and at the end of the 2-week consultation, we'll let you know if your role has been picked or selected to be made redundant. So this
All
whole
right.
time
So at
they're saying
this
it's at
point,
risk.
it was more like it was just so at risk.
Yeah,
So it
but
wasn't
I
like what you.
knew what it was. It's like, we know what it is. Anyway, so I was like, okay, cool, no problem. So anyway, I took myself to my GP. I said, Madam, I've just come back from maternity leave. I'm stressed, postpartum, all of it.
I can't sleep.
I
can't
said, I
sleep.
am not working a day. What?
Are you
Sick
mad?
note. I said no, but for real though, I was not trying to
I
work.
could imagine
I
though.
hear it.
I was
like,
like, how do you
yeah.
want to work? Like,
Can't function.
literally. So anyway, same day when I got a sick note, gave it in, and then from then we started the consultation process. So we started the consultation process. Obviously, that's just basically, and they let you pick someone from the company to kind of sit in on the consultation.
Oh, what?
This is the thing about these
Be
big
like-
companies, they don't just fire me.
Yeah.
All of these, all of these
literally
2
like,
weeks.
honestly,
just
honestly,
just
Go
to
think
tell
about
you.
it.
They got to cover their back, innit?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
They
And
don't
they
cover
still
their back.
take them to court.
And that's
Yeah.
but that's what I feel like they've done because with yourself, like I feel like they couldn't fire you
Mm-hmm.
off of the back of while you're on maternity,
Pregnant, yeah.
right? While you're on
Yeah.
maternity leave.
Yeah, they
so I
couldn't.
feel like they wanted to wait, give you that extra 2 months, so they make sure all their legal stuff. You know they're gonna speak, make
Yep.
sure all legals are
Yep.
covered
Yep.
before they.
Facts.
Because it's mad, bro.
It's
you want
mad.
to come 2 weeks into work when you've given me a notice.
You
Yeah.
mad?
Stress. Nah,
Honestly.
man, forget that.
So my brother's wife works in HR. So I spoke to her and I was like, one, can they do this in terms of me coming back 2 months and making
and
me
literally,
redundant? She
yeah.
was like, yeah. And I was like, they actually can make you redundant while you're on maternity leave.
Really?
Yeah,
Ah.
they can. But I think what would happen is I think they would have to pay you out a bit more.
Yeah. Okay, I
Okay.
see what you mean.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, I spoke to her. So she was like, yeah, they can actually like make you redundant. That is legal
Mm.
and stuff like that. But I was like, for me, I was like, when does, because she was just like, ask when the conversation happened in terms of when they started talking about your role being made redundant. If it was before you came back on maternity leave, obviously you can't really prove anything.
Of course.
But then
just
you
give
might have
anything.
grounds to say
I've
like
heard
it's
this mess
maternity
before, yeah.
discrimination and stuff like that. So anyway, so I went to my consultations, asking about like when was this made? Oh, we had a drop in profits and revenue
There we
in
go.
April and May, and then we decided in June to make roles redundant.
But you went back in May, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Hmm.
mm.
Something
I
fishy
was like,
is
so you're telling me
going
based
on.
on 2 bad
But
months,
your
you lot made people
department,
redundant.
was you just the only one in managing your department or you had other people working?
So
within your-
they made 5 people redundant out of a company
Ooh.
of like 350 people. I was like, that's really going to put a dent in your
Yeah, your
That's
profit.
very
you know what I
short,
mean?
innit? That's a very
in your,
small amount
in
of.
your costs. Like,
Seemed like it was people that had on the hit list.
Yeah, very fishy.
That was a hit list.
yeah. So I was just like, okay. And because of the nature of my job previously, I roughly know what the salaries of what they who they were kind of
Get rid of.
getting rid of. Obviously, at the time, I didn't know who it was, but afterwards, when
Yeah,
they
yeah.
revealed who it was, I kind of
Like
sussed it out.
you lot are weighing them down.
The big dogs.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're like,
Yeah.
they're like,
Not even
Six
that.
figures.
Hey, Letitia.
Not even that. Not even
like-
that. So yeah. So then, anyway, they have to give you excuse or they have to give you
Oh,
reasons. So
man.
one of the reasons was that my role was no longer an essential role to the company.
Imagine.
It was it's not an essential role. It's what do they call it? Specialist role.
Specialist.
So it's no longer kind of
Try to
essential
use
to the
these
company and
words.
stuff like that. And then they had basically when they're making your role redundant, they're meant to give you other roles available that you
Yeah,
can
yeah. Reply for.
whatever. So they had someone else that was starting in the finance team in July. So I was like, okay, but how comes this role's never offered to me
Offered,
then?
yeah.
You've got someone starting
Plot twist.
in July. Plot twist. And they were like, oh, this is what my HR said to me. She was like, well, or he was like, well, that's a more junior role, so I didn't think you'd want it. You didn't offer it.
You didn't
to me.
offer it to me,
Ask
though.
me.
I mean, I'd rather take a job than zero
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
see,
So
yeah, right
you didn't
now.
offer it to me. But that's literally what his response was. And then he was like, okay, well, do you want it?
Oh.
And
I
was
mean,
like,
give me a minute. I'm gonna need 2 weeks to think
you know
about
what I
this.
mean? And I was like, that's not the point. You didn't even, it's not on the table.
Yeah.
It's not on the
that's
table
wild.
at all. So yeah, that
Wow.
2-week process was just
Chaotic.
chaotic. It was absolute chaotic. And with a redundancy process, your manager really should be advocating for you. And it just felt like manager was on HR side. Even when I gave my sick note in, didn't ask
No question.
nothing, not even a tish. Really sorry, how are you? Da, 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 nothing like that. So it just was what it was. And I was just like, do you know what?
Hmm.
It is what it is. I'll just take it and go. I did definitely consider like going to kind of through the ACAS tribunal
Yeah.
route after, but I just was like, I can't be bothered.
Just had a baby, all of this.
Yeah,
all
just
of
had a
that,
baby, and then
stress.
God willing, I got a job within 3 weeks.
Amen.
God
Look at
willing.
that.
Come on.
So after that,
Very
we
tenacious.
thank God
Amen.
because it was very stressful. I won't lie, it was very stressful. But yeah, because I got a job within 3 weeks, that if I went to tribunal, one of my cases would be loss of earnings. But I can't.
You couldn't
Yeah.
use that, yeah.
You got a job in 3
I
weeks.
got a job, yeah. So yeah, and then
They paid you out, though.
so
is right?
the pay that they paid me out was basically statutory, which is 1 week of earnings.
This
for
company loves
every year.
statutory something, innit?
Yeah, for 1 week of earnings for every year that you've been a permanent member.
1 week.
So yeah,
So 1
week.
month. But it's
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
have 4 years, innit?
Well, it was 3 years they gave me because my first month I was contractor and they don't count that. They
Yeah.
count permanent years.
These lot
This
were not.
company are not
Yeah.
playing.
They were like, we are paying the minimum.
Yeah, so they gave me 3
Wow.
weeks statutory.
It's mad, isn't
Luckily
it,
for
Uzi?
me, I know. Luckily for me, I had accrued holiday because I was on maternity leave. So I had like, I think it was like 20, 25 maybe days additional to pay.
But I
And
did
then
that, yeah.
and then yes,
Is-
they
you
add
know what
that
you're
in.
doing is what my mom called cut and paste.
They add that in, and then I was on a 3-month notice. I was on a 3-month notice period, so they gave me 3 months pay
Yeah,
as well, and then they added a bonus pay for returning back to work. Bonus apparently. People get
It's
the
like-
return to fire me.
Are you kidding me?
The audacity.
Yeah, so but that was it basically. So if I didn't have all the
Company's mad.
additional bits and stuff, it would have been next to nothing.
We
Yeah.
thank God, man.
Yeah.
But look how you got free. You're wearing Louboutin.
And listen,
You can't
look
see
at
her
this.
trainers, but she's wearing
Yeah, I'm
costume
wearing-
You can put your
Louboutin.
feet up. Let
This
them
is
see
a
the
humble
bottoms.
Zara. And
Oh,
humble-
man, whatever.
You know,
right.
I read the money they pay out people for their length of service is wow.
yeah, it's mad.
It's a piss take, man.
Bro, and you think
And it's mad, yeah, because then you have some jobs, yeah, like I'm talking about politicians. There's some jobs that where even if you do it for like only
Liz Truss.
yeah,
She was
that's-
prime minister for 2
Oh.
days. I don't know.
I didn't want to mention names, but I didn't.
Nah, Liz
yeah?
Truss, the prime minister that was the shortest serving prime minister in the UK. I'm
Still get
pretty
paid-
sure she
yeah,
got
she
paid
got
a
paid.
year's salary or something
yeah,
man like
they have
that.
to pay for the full term.
Yeah, I mean,
ridiculous, bro.
ridiculous, please.
Yeah, so
But leaving the work situation then, because you overcame it, praise God.
Amen.
Amen.
man,
I want us to move on to friendships
Mhm.
and how friendships have changed since you got pregnant. Because obviously we are all friends
Mhm.
outside the pod, and Tish and I talk quite a lot, and she gets on to me about the fact that since she got pregnant and had a baby, I don't really holler at her that too tough anymore. We don't really link up. Don't look. Why you cutting it? I'm holding myself accountable. But can I be blamed, Mandem?
Yes.
Yeah, she.
Okay, what is your take?
Um,
Yes, Uzi. She's just had a
Yes,
baby.
Yes and no, because you know, like as a good friend as well, when you understand that someone's circumstances is changed, you have to adapt.
Thank you. I was
Obviously, you can
adopting.
check up on her, like, oh, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah.
Which you
but-
did say though, you lot talk
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
frequently.
But in terms of like, do you know what I'm saying? It's not the same no more.
Eh?
Like, am I?
Yeah, no, which is
You want
fine.
your husband to start over disturbing me,
No,
but
no,
why?
no, to be fair,
It's
to be
just
fair,
the fact that
I didn't
it's
have an
just being
issue.
considerate.
Yeah,
I didn't have an issue with that.
you didn't.
You have
just
more of an
showing.
issue with friends get pregnant, they go, and now they're no longer my
Yeah,
friends.
I do.
And now they're no longer my friends.
All my close girlfriends, so these are girls who are friends about Nang. When they get pregnant, they just forget about man. Yeah, I've been there with you in the trenches when you were city girl. I was there for you.
Does it cross your mind? Maybe he's like, do you think
Now
maybe
you're
the
pregnant.
guy's like, I don't want to see you chat to my man.
Basically,
No,
that's
I
what
don't
I
think
feel.
it's that.
Do you feel like
I
that's
feel like
what
that's
I'm
what it
saying?
is.
Do you feel
But
like
I don't think
it's not that.
Tish and my other girlfriends that have left my side,
We'll be honest.
they will be honest.
No, it's
Because they
not,
don't want
it's
me to
not
hate
that.
the guy.
No, it's definitely not that. It's
You just
life.
don't like me no
No,
more.
it's just life happens.
It's okay now.
Or is that our respect? Like, yo, let me.
No, it's nothing to do with that.
Because you know,
life
Sukali
happens.
can be a bit handsy.
No, it literally life happens.
That is a lie. That is a lie. I keep my hands to myself.
No, life happens. Think about it. You've got a new baby.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your
New house at the
new-
time as well.
Gee, I remember that.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
So everything just changes. Like everything just changes. But in terms
Changes,
of
innit?
friendships, like for instance, and less like friends don't do it on purpose.
That's facts, yeah.
But I do remember like when one of my close friends, when she had a baby, she had a baby 4 years ago, let's say. So she was obviously earlier than me. I remember at the time her saying like, oh, she didn't feel like I'm godmother to her daughter's child. And she said she didn't feel like I'm kind of as involved as she thought I might be and stuff like that. And I remember she made a comment that was like, oh, when you're a mother, you'll understand.
Ah,
And at the
Hey, it's
time-
me.
No, at the time, I was definitely very offended because I
Yeah.
thought, oh, what? Because I'm not a mum or because I'm single.
Yeah.
But now that I am a mum,
now you're like,
I definitely do understand it to a certain extent.
have
because-
you lot?
Oh yeah, no,
Have
we're
you
good. We're
They're
good.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
no, we're
Yeah.
good.
I'm sure now you now have more reason. to
Yeah,
be-
no. Me and that friend, we've always been good, so that's all good. But you know, I do have certain friends that have dropped off along the way.
Woo. Do you wanna name them?
No,
No.
definitely
We're
not.
not saying that.
I wouldn't name them, but
Why do you think that?
I
Yeah.
joke.
Why do you think they've dropped off? Like,
I don't know. I think with this particular friend, before my pregnancy, things were a bit rocky, and we weren't talking as much. So I don't know. I just felt a bit, and we didn't really talk daily. So I didn't really tell her I was pregnant until my baby shower.
Oh wow.
I mean, that might have caused a little
Okay.
feathers because Uzi said, What did you
Wait,
say?
I told her
Okay,
the
go
day
on.
before. No, the week before.
"Nah, Tish."
No,
What
because I
month
didn't-
was that? How many months pregnant?
Yeah, I'm in a
were you?
month. I'm in a month.
I was like 31 weeks. What was I?
Come on,
31, about 6 months maybe.
Uzi. What did you
No,
say?
6-7 months pregnant.
Remember when you had the pod? You said if a man
But we
don't tell you
don't
they're
talk.
pregnant, what did you say? You know where you stand.
Yeah,
How
we
many
know
months did you say? You said you give a max
I was
3
like,
months.
yeah.
I think you're like, because
Okay, but we wasn't talking on the regular.
okay, so there you go. The relation was already kind of rocky.
Yeah,
And I-
relationship was
and I
already
also
kind of
think like
rocky.
with pregnancy, especially, I feel like with women, anyways, that it depends, innit? Like maybe you can talk to that. Like women like to be a bit more
In
quiet,
pregnancy.
yeah, like
Yeah.
because I want to be sure.
Yeah, because I didn't
Anything
tell.
can go.
I,
Yeah, you don't
I
want
only
to
told
exactly. I'm sure
close
there's a lot of
friends.
people you didn't tell.
Yeah, I only told close friends, like obviously after 3 months and stuff, and then no one knew till my baby shower,
Fair enough.
like that.
So at this point, that friend that dropped off was not in the close friend bracket anymore.
not anymore, really. But because we've been close friends for a long time, I didn't want to just drop a baby shower invite. So
yeah,
that's why I spoke to her the week before and told her, like, look,
How did she take
by the
it?
way,
Did she even come? That's a question.
she came,
Okay.
but she came and left. I think.
Yeah, so we were amongst her.
Yes, yeah. She kind of passed through.
You're so
She kind of passed through.
stupid.
But yeah, I don't know. She didn't. I don't think she. I didn't really like the response that she gave me when I told her and whatnot. But it is what it is.
Was it more so like her because of not being told?
Yeah, I
or-
think she was hurt that she wasn't been told, that she hadn't been told. But at the same time, I was like, we haven't been talking, so I didn't really. There was no opportunity.
Yeah,
for me
what
to
am I gonna be
tell
like?
you.
That's the
Yeah,
thing,
that's
I
fair
feel
enough.
Like, and I feel like every time these sort of conversation comes up, yeah, it's just as people get older, like naturally, people just, do you know what I mean? The more responsible you, like, it's just natural, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
everyone just needs to understand that. Do you know what I mean? You can't. If I'm not talking to someone regularly, I don't expect to have information on certain things. You know what I mean? But if I'm speaking to someone every day,
Yeah, and then they
and
don't
I'm
say,
not getting
"Come on."
that information,
Then that's
Yeah,
funny.
that's
then
mad.
that's an issue.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
issue.
How can I?
Yeah, I
Then
agree.
it's spoken in like 6
months,
months.
but now you wanna know.
I'm not gonna be upset.
Yeah,
You
so
know what I mean?
it just
I think it was already kind of because it was like on already like a rocky situation.
Yeah.
So it just seemed like that's kind of like just tipped it over. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
innit,
so
maybe.
it was what it was, and then obviously there's that point, and then obviously you got other friends that are still or don't have children yet and stuff like that, and they don't. The city girls. I mean, I was once one of them.
They removed you.
I was once one of them, so I don't
get the group
I
chat.
don't take it to heart too much. But then I think there is naturally a point where they just kind of stop inviting you to things, and which is fine because it's one of those things where it's like they invite you, and you can't. You're like,
Can't come.
You keep saying
Childcare.
yeah, stuff like that. So it probably gets to a point where it's like, okay, yeah,
Let's just leave
So
her.
that one you
just leave her
understand.
out. So I understand it to a certain
Do you
extent.
miss the city?
I miss the block. I'm
spinning it.
No, I'm joking. No, but no, I understand it to a certain extent. But sometimes I'm like, you can still extend.
And then let me decline.
Let me decline.
I'm in
here
that
and
camp.
there.
I'm the one of the people that don't hold that.
Yeah, so I'm like, extends.
But it's funny how it doesn't work like that for Mandem. Mandem will still invite you. So even if your baby's due that week,
Yeah, but it's
the
different for
Mandem will
guys.
still be invited. Bro, Mandem will still go on holiday.
Of course. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
I
It's
What do
different
you
for
mean?
guys.
What sense?
As in,
I've been on.
What do you mean? Can you
I remember when my son was. Do you remember when my son was?
Yeah,
due?
yeah.
I went on holiday.
you see this? Look at this. And you're even laughing. I'm laughing as well.
Because Tish was like, "How you gonna go on holiday?" I was like, "I booked it before I knew this nigga was coming." Okay. So if he comes, he
Yeah.
comes.
So like you didn't mind missing it.
It's not like I
Clearly.
didn't. It's not like I didn't mind. Because thank God I didn't miss it.
Amen.
But I was like, if it happens, it happens, bro. As long as he's healthy, why do I need to be there? My dad wasn't there when I
That
was
was your
born.
first one though.
Nah,
That's trauma talking.
is that trauma?
It is,
Am I
isn't it?
projecting?
Yeah, my
The
dad
fact
wasn't
that
there
you
when
literally
he
went
was-
straight to my dad
yes.
wasn't there. So
That
why
is
should I be there?
trauma
That's
talking.
wild.
Trauma.
Yes.
Oh my days, I'm traumatic.
So you're getting therapy now. Therapy session.
I don't know. Like in my culture, men
Yeah.
are not even supposed to be in the room when babies
is
are
it?
born. So I think
You're
that's
in England.
Different.
Different.
Attending baby shower.
Bro, listen.
Let me tell you, that one as well, the baby shower. I'm not lying, my partner was
when that
not
started.
interested. He was like, men do not go to baby showers. I was like, I want it mixed. I want to do that.
That's what you wanted.
Yeah, I wanted it mixed.
You are-
He was not
Change
interested.
his rules.
No, but
Because
for
it
real,
didn't-
I think-
didn't
He
get
was
it.
not interested in doing
I'm the only
mixed
boy
baby
in our
shower.
clique, I think, that wanted a mix. I think all the other men then were like, bro, men don't come to baby
What am I
showers.
coming to your thing for, bro? I don't care, fam.
We'll be here to celebrate.
I remember,
It's nice,
I
isn't
remember
it?
when I done my one, I think we made the man them went after when it's all just to eat and
Yeah,
just kick.
yeah,
That's it.
Why,
that's basically
bro?
what it is.
Like,
Baby
why
shower,
can't man
like,
share
you
in
talk
the...
about no, because baby shower is like what you talk about, innit? You know, you have female, they talk about like
No, but
women
it's
talk about
nice. You do
different
joint
stuff.
games.
You do
it's like-
joint games.
exactly.
And I
You
think
suck
it's very
the-
important as well because remember, no one wants to look like the person that has got their pregnant is nowhere to be seen. They need pictures, bro.
The thing's
They
true.
only talk like,
It's true. No, because big man think about it, yeah? On TikTok or on
When the
Instagram,
person is not there,
and you see women that do like maternity shoots or pictures of the baby shower and they're by themselves, the first thing you think is, another one.
Wait,
Yeah,
another
one.
question. Can I ask? Maybe you might know.
Yeah.
Is it true that women like that has no partners get treated differently in the hospital, like during?
I don't know.
But I'm like,
How would she know? How would she have that part?
it's possible because
You can see,
it
I hear
on
that.
their neck.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because
If you're
I
like-
hear that flowing
No,
around.
I'm telling you, yeah,
Maybe.
not like trust me, like it's not having it's
partner.
It's mad. bro.
Because you know, like when women are going through and in the hospital,
Yeah,
they're
'cause
feeding
your
you
husband
better
is- yeah.
information. You got all these like
Hormones,
hormones
you can't
going
think for
on.
yourself.
You're like just all of
That's
You're
true.
contracting.
Sometimes you
You're,
need
you're in
that
pain.
guy that's like, bro, what are you
No,
chatting
facts.
about, bro?
And this is the thing. I mean, bless him. He tried. But he didn't try hard enough. I'm sorry, because I literally prepped him beforehand. I even wrote it down. I said, this is the questions I want you to ask. Like in my
You actually gave
I
him-
did.
that's
I
it.
gave him because I was like, if I can't talk
'Cause
to
you might not
myself,
be- yeah,
I need
I
you
need
to
to
talk
talk to
to me.
myself.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't happen. But
Yeah.
he tried. He did try.
No, it's very high pressured environment.
It is.
I'll tell you that
It
right
is.
now. I was in there. I don't remember nothing.
No?
I don't remember nothing.
It's like
My
a
mum was
it's
trying
like
to
a
get out of the
blur.
room.
It
It was a lot. My
Oh,
mum was
it
trying
must
to
be
get-
painful
My
for
mum
her.
was, no, she was just like, because obviously I'm
man.
Too
in
much.
pain and stuff like that. And she was just
Yeah.
like, I don't know what to do.
Oh,
and,
man.
and she was making up excuses. She was like, oh, I need to go to the car.
My parking's finished. I'm gonna get a ticket. This time it's a free car park.
Like
was waiting in the car. But
These times she didn't even come in the car.
Dad,
She came in an Uber.
But that was waiting
Is
in
it
the
to
car.
make sure we don't get tickets?
At the time, it wasn't COVID, but it was 2022,
Yeah.
so they only let 2 people in. So that's
Okay.
why
Yeah.
it was him and my mum. Like, oh, I need to go down, and then mum was like, "Oh, I'm scared of the escalator. Can you come down with me?" I said, "You want
the
him?
pregnant-
Not
oh,
me, no, my partner. You want my partner? So me."
Yeah.
Walk down the stairs. I was.
Oh,
it
man.
I'm not
was-
gonna
it
lie
was
though,
not.
the environment was so high pressure that when the baby came, I slept in the bed.
Yeah. What do you
I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep.
What do you mean? You told her to get up.
Yeah.
I said sit in that chair. Big man thing. I said I just need to sleep. Just give me an hour. But it was too much. It was too much.
This guy, bro.
Nah, you're talking here. You're talking here, but you don't know what I went through. You don't know what I went through, bro.
Do you know how to sleep on
Bro,
that little chair like this?
I was uncomfortable. Bro, I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable, bro.
What do you mean?
Nah, I needed to sleep,
This
bro.
man told us to
And
get
I
up.
don't
You're
regret it.
madman.
I don't regret it.
You
I
had a
don't regret
great
it. I was tired.
Them beds are moving.
Bro, it was very comfortable.
recliner-
Even when the food came, I ate it.
This
I was hungry also.
this guy, you're going too far, man.
Nah,
You're
but it was
mad,
an
man.
experience.
Yeah.
But I wanted to touch on something. I don't know if you remember me talking to you about this. Godparents.
Yes. Ooh.
Do you remember when I told you the political drama of choosing
Political
godparents?
drama.
I was like, man, Nang, anyone you don't choose is going to have an issue
Like
because they feel
betrayal.
entitled. Yes, a betrayal. I don't know if you can speak on this also. If you want to touch on
Not
this,
me,
if
I'm
you've ever
alright.
shared it. But how do you choose godparents?
It was different.
Because I wasn't chosen, by the way, if anyone's
You know what?
asking.
Okay, so
I wasn't chosen,
I was.
Oh,
in case
I
anyone
mean,
was wondering.
Oh, please.
we
come
know
on.
why now.
So my thought was I wanted 2 godparents on my side, 2 godparents on my partner's side.
Makes sense.
He chose 1, and I wanted 4. I just wanted 4.
You want
So-
to fall.
Okay.
You want to make sure
I
the
just, I
baby's
don't know.
good.
In my mind, I just
Balance.
thought that's right.
You need
I
a
was
spare just in
Yeah.
case something
Yeah,
happens to
in
those
my
other
mind, I
ones.
thought that was right. So I ended up picking 3 godmothers, and he picked 1 godfather.
Mm.
So it was a difficult process, and in that process, I had a close friend who like was very hurt by it.
Oh.
And
I had that too.
Yeah, so she was very hurt, and it was very. I didn't think I just didn't consider that she
Same.
would be upset or that she would be hurt about it. And I felt really bad. Like I just didn't think it would be an issue or anything like that. But I did feel really bad at the time. Like I actually was like, but in my mind I was thinking, God willing, I'm planning to have more kids.
Yeah.
And I want to save. I want to save like some friends for
But
second
other
child.
children, yeah.
So that was my thought, obviously. But in her mind, it wasn't. I guess she didn't think of it like that. But it was difficult. It was a difficult process.
Really?
Yeah, it was difficult.
Has that affected your friendship? Or
We're good now.
Okay.
But at the time, we
Wow.
had to kind of like talk it out and stuff like that. And I just thought, let me just hear her out. I didn't kind of take it as like, oh,
Why are you being like
yeah,
this?
why are you being
Not
like
that
that kind
deep.
of thing? Because we are close friends. and whatnot,
Mm.
But I just didn't think it would hurt at the time. So I just was like, at that time, I had to just humble myself and be like, look, I completely understand where you're
Understand?
coming from.
Wow.
I understand why you might be upset or hurt and stuff like that. And just explain it to her and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. With godparents, that is a tricky one. I think
Someone's telling me.
I didn't expect it to be so.
So tough.
Yeah.
It's humbling though. I mean, to have someone that really care that much, I wanted
Yeah,
to be.
definitely.
I think is a.
Bro, nah, but it was
How many people are you godparenting?
me.
Yeah.
11.
Damn.
What do you mean? You did what? You picked 11
No.
I've got 11 godchildren.
Damn.
that you are responsible for.
Because you know what it is, yeah? No, you know what? It is a tough thing here because if someone doesn't make me a godparent, yeah, I'm not going to take it personal.
You're not? Oh, thank
No,
God.
but
Now,
the-
can I
so.
tell you why?
Go on.
It's a very serious task, bro, because that can mess up your friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, hand on my heart, like, I've had one person that obviously has made me dead.
But, yeah.
And I've had another one that was bad. I was like, nah, kind of thing, yeah.
You
What you declined it?
No,
You
nah,
declined
that was
it?
like,
You
nah,
declined it?
Oh, what to say? How
Yeah.
did you decline
It
it?
didn't know. There was a reason.
I know
why.
why.
Okay,
I know
okay.
why. I know why.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I felt like, obviously, at that time when maybe I was asked to do that previously, it was like, obviously, at that time, we was just all around each other. And it just,
Naturally.
Do you know what I'm saying to you? Because like even sometimes I do think about it and I was like, bruv, like this is actually deep that I don't really
Because that's what I was gonna
that,
say.
but it's because of the fact that like it's love, like I got real love for them, but it's more like we're not in each other's
circle like that.
that.
Wait, is this the godchild you have or the one you turned
Yeah,
down?
the one
you
I
have.
like.
Oh, okay.
You get it? And sometimes I'm like, bruv, maybe that's how I look, but there's not
It's not your fault. It's
there's not
circumstances.
much I can do kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? With you, man, it's easy. Like I see you all the time. We talk all the time. I'm always at your house. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But if it's not like that kind of, it's a lot. Like
I
It's
feel like
difficult, yeah.
I feel like there's certain responsibility that comes with
bro.
it.
Yeah.
And to say that you
can-
have a
they
level,
can end up
do
not
you
liking you.
actually?
Don't audit me now, bro, on the pod.
No,
You man trying to draw me out on the pod.
No, I'm not even trying to
I
bring
do
you-
my
and I'm
best.
gonna- and I'm gonna ask both
I
of you.
do my
I'm
best.
gonna ask you as well because it's
I
like,
do my
yo,
best.
people think, oh, because that's a title or that's a godparent.
it's a big task,
I talk
bro.
about the one I've got, like for my kids, like, bro, she comes to pick them up when it's like school term, like they're gonna stay over, like with her grandkids, like you know, she does like, bro, she's active.
Yeah.
So it's like what I'm saying is like you can't just did it by name. So like the people you did end up picking, like are they involved? Are they, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's what they, you know.
Yeah, they're definitely involved.
Okay, that's dope.
Like, and I think in my mind, I picked one who was like, okay, who's been there throughout my pregnancy?
Boom.
Mm.
Yeah,
all that
there you
stuff.
go.
And the fourth person, she's on par with the rest. So it was
okay,
no
there you go,
like,
there you go, that's
yeah,
it, yeah.
it was nothing like that. It was like, who's been there throughout my pregnancy?
Mhm.
Who's kind of been like offered to babysit if needed? Or
There you go.
stuff
Yeah,
like that.
boom.
Or just
There you go.
Like, just said, if you need anything, if you need help, blah blah blah. And I'd say all four of them, definitely kind of was in the running
That's
for
it.
that. I would say so.
Sick.
That's kind of how I saw it, and it is a big task, and it is like, okay,
Yeah.
if any, God forbid, if anything happens,
God
who
forbid,
who am I comfortable with leaving my child in their care?
There you go.
And I'm godparents to those. They've all got kids.
To theirs as
They're
well.
three,
vice
yeah.
versa,
So I've got
yeah.
three mothers, and even godchildren, and even that I still feel like I don't do enough.
Enough, yeah.
Like obviously, because I speak to them regularly, I've seen them regularly and stuff like that. So I try and check in and stuff like that. But even what you said, as in coming to pick them up, stuff like that, like that's not something I've even done myself. So I don't know, it's difficult. And because I'm so not funny, but I don't know, with my own daughter, I feel like I'm so like
protective.
yeah, I'm so
you're very
protective.
picky about who.
Yeah, so I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, can I just be like, can I take your child and go
Wait
on
until
to-
she becomes a toddler and starts talking back at you.
Oh, I know,
I'm
I
telling
know.
you, you will give her up for free.
It's true, I know, but because I'm so
But this-
protective.
this thing is very,
No, but then that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why you'd pick someone that you know, like, yo, I can trust them with the.
But this
But then
one said-
again, you can't tell a mother
Yeah,
how to.
Yeah, but one
is
thing-
a
Exactly.
thing you
trusting
can't
is
tell.
One thing though, like it's like, okay, cool. Like I was saying with the whole pressure thing, yeah. The moment you give that task to someone, you start to, when they don't do certain things, you're gonna say certain things. But I know if something happens to me, you man are not just gonna leave my. I don't know if that
just
makes
leave
sense.
my child
But even with the
hanging.
godparent thing, you might say, okay, if something happens to me, does that mean really they're gonna take them in? No. It's not confirmed because
Of course,
they might
it's
have
just
their
like
own-
it's a
you know what I'm
relationship
saying?
you
So
I
have
get
at
it.
that
I think
time.
the meaning of, to your point, both of you, the meaning of godparent has changed, isn't it, throughout the years? Now it's almost like a little title.
I don't even know who my godparents are.
yeah,
Mine
for
in
real.
Florida somewhere. I don't
See?
even know.
I don't even know.
Yours are what, international. You're right. Because back in the day, it was the person that was going to lead your life in Christ and take you to church. And yeah, if anything were to happen to your parents.
Yeah.
But nowadays,
It still should be that though, and I
should be.
still base it on
It's
that
lost.
as well.
Exactly. But
did you say it's
Doing
lost?
it now.
No, I said no. I mean, it's
Oh, it's
been
lost.
lost.
I thought you said
People are
it's-
doing
What?
it
What
now.
did you say?
I thought you said it's lost.
No,
Lord.
I said people are doing it now by the pocket of the person.
By the way,
You guys have won it.
bro. But
That's why I got 11.
He's got 11.
I got
He's
11.
got, bro. He's got
You're
11.
you're heading towards your dad's children.
No, but to your point, I slowed down,
11.
man. I slowed down with accepting applications.
So what are you doing now?
I'm on Bugsy time. I'm like, no.
There's a
we can't-
waiting list.
Yeah,
There's a
I'm-
waiting list of
wait-
5 months.
there's a waiting list. But to your point, so my situation was similar. It was more my one of my siblings were like, how can you choose a friend over me. I'm thinking, but you're my sibling though. You're gonna love the kid anyway.
Yeah, your
Do you know what I
auntie.
mean? Like you don't need that. And it was like proper to get personal. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know it was this deep. I'm not changing it though, but still,
I appreciate that.
I appreciate but then even in my head, I was like, I feel like the friend will do more than you would. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like
The way Sakali is
What?
he's a very the way he's like, I feel like the friend.
well, you think I'm sending shots?
You're really deep in it.
You know what I mean? He's like-
Uh-huh.
It's a very
You're really
tough
deep in it,
conversation,
yeah.
But yeah.
That is tough, but I had it because at the end of the day, I feel like yes, you feel entitled to this role, but look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, can you act? Do you deserve this role?
Oh, it's funny.
When
Did
was
you say that?
Yeah,
Yeesh.
You said
I
that.
said that because I
Oh
was like,
my gosh,
because
this
sometimes
guy.
you got to be real with people. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, look yourself. Do you really think you deserve? When's the last time I saw you?
Next.
When's the last time I saw you?
So you literally.
No, we keep it real. When was the last time I saw you? Okay, cool. Let's put that aside. Maybe time, you're busy. Did you buy my kid a baby shower present?
This
Did you bring a
guy.
baby?
I bet by the end of this conversation, the guy said, you know what?
You know what? I'm all right.
It's okay.
Then I ended it.
I don't want to ask for. We've not made the cut.
Then I ended it with this. I said, because at the time, I think the baby was probably like, what? I think when we were having these conversations, maybe it was like 7, 8 months. I said, since the baby's been, how many times have you come to see this baby?
See?
Once.
Guy.
Once.
You
So
see what's happening now? It's a serious
No, but
task.
that's facts, though.
It's facts,
Let's be
bro.
real.
how can you feel like you're entitled? You've come here once. Once. The person that you're fighting against has been here numerous, I can't
Numerous
even
times,
count.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, times when you just had a baby, you're tired, you don't want to cook. This person's bringing us food, all this stuff. You just come with your long hand. Yeah?
Just because you're related to me, you think you can.
Yeah? You just come with your long hand. Oh, is there any drink? Have you not cooked?
Have you not cooked?
Have you not cooked?
Like,
You know, people love my food, and you look thinking all I cook is chicken. But oh, have you
no, you
cooked?
make good. What's that thing? Mac and cheese.
Well,
Am I
man.
talking?
You're annoying. You still say it the same way, even though I've schooled you many times.
Am I talking?
Aha.
There we go.
You say it slower. So yeah, man, we had that conversation, and I think the person realized that they weren't cut out for the task at hand.
I would have left
It's a
off.
serious task.
I would have left halfway through.
And it's an awkward conversation
Yeah.
Very awkward, is it?
for the ones that don't make the
They
That don't make the cut.
It's an awkward conversation. It's so
But don't take it
Nobody feel
personal.
pressure to pick me up. I'm really trying to look after myself. And I'm struggling with that. They want to come and install godchildren all over me. No.
I'm okay.
I will still be nice to them from here.
That's okay. I love you for that. That is an honest man.
Bro, it's a
true.
serious task.
People don't want to hear
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm honest enough.
I love that. Takes sense.
I said we're still friends.
I was buying the thing.
No, usually we say it's all love.
It's all love.
It's all love.
It's all love.
All right, quickly before we finish, because I'm really can't. Oh wow, we've overtalked. Real quick, we had a dilemma like many episodes ago, but it was around. Oh, it was with Don't Jealous Me.
Yeah, which one?
Something, and we were like, who gets to choose a school?
Ah.
They disagreed on the school.
Yeah.
The husband said, I want the kid to go to this school. The mum said, I want to go to this school. The husband felt because he's the husband, he should make the final
It must be
decision.
me. No, but then there was also some other,
There was some nuances.
which is.
I never add nuances, do I?
Yeah, you don't.
Because I'm trying to
because
wrap
you
up.
said that-
Okay.
There's no point bringing that up.
We
I always say
literally
that.
say this all the time. He always said, there's no. All right, cool.
Okay, go on.
So the husband,
yeah.
he wanted the kid to go to an outstanding school, you know, Ofsted rating.
Mhm.
And then, but the wife wanted a school that was closer because she's the one that does the pick up and drop off.
Yeah.
So she's like, you can't tell me what school and you don't even take them. But he's like, I don't care. At the end of the day, I work, he pays all the bills and everything. I want the kids to go to an outstanding school.
Yeah, and the Ofsted one is like smaller groups.
Yeah.
More focused.
More
and stuff. They
focused,
can,
smaller
teacher can pay
classrooms.
more attention and stuff like that.
I think it's gonna have to be quality.
Quality.
Yeah.
Oh, so
The husband.
The outstanding, yeah. School. I feel like yes, I mean, it depends on everyone's household, on who's doing school runs and stuff like that. But I feel like you have to think of what kind of education you want your child to have, rather than what's the closest. Because the closest school could be the
Rubbish.
fittest school. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Could go into gangs.
Exactly. Anything.
But what about the actual decision though? Let's say the husband chose the closest one. Like, would you listen to your husband?
I think
Who
that's
makes-
the point.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, who makes the decision?
He wants to do this
The
submissive
final.
stuff.
So okay,
Logic is the decision. It's not that.
It's
because
logic.
It's, yeah,
No, but
because
okay.
because it's him and he said that and it must be final. I
Yeah.
put my stamp on it. No,
Yeah.
nah.
but
sorry.
this okay, you are in a position whereby you and your husband, you're hearing yourself out. You're
Sorry,
coming
no,
in.
it's not.
Oh,
Go
but
on.
no, okay. You and your
Shots
partner,
fired.
soon to be husband in Jesus' name,
Amen.
you're talking to each other. You can't come to an agreement. Who makes the final decision on the school?
Yeah. So who's gonna be like, okay, you know what?
I've heard you out. You've heard me out. We can't agree. A decision needs to be made. Isn't not your husband?
Or are you gonna be like, because I make the school run?
This is me taking a horse to the well and forcing it to
Yeah,
drink.
literally. He's like, because I'm the one that do the school run. I don't care.
I am the
if
man. I have a penis.
I must wear
I have
the
to make
shoes.
the
I must wear the
No,
jewels.
it's a difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's a difficult decision.
I know you find it difficult to submit it. Huh?
Not that. I mean, it depends what it is.
But your husband is your husband. You chose him. So
Yeah.
therefore, you chose him to lead you. You should trust his leadership.
Okay, but does it always mean that he makes the right decisions?
Oh,
I'm just saying.
plot twist.
No, but I mean, you support him in good, better for
But
worse.
better for worse. Sickness
Yes.
and in health.
Okay. If I genuinely don't think it's a good decision, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fight it to the end.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying. If I don't, if I I'll fight it.
Of blood. Last blood.
I'll fight it to the end if I genuinely don't think it's a good decision. But if it comes down to it, I guess we probably be like, let's go with your
If it's to
decision,
save your marriage.
and then we'll go with your decision, and then we'll see the failure that happens from you. And then you'll learn your lesson.
I can see her do.
I told you so.
So-
I told
If
you.
we
That's
have
you.
to, but yeah, that's
Okay.
If they don't listen, I'll take a break from paying the bills. It was here, wait.
He said you must hear a wink.
I'm joking.
Oh, okay,
Yo,
Tish. Thank you so much,
listen,
man. It's
We
been
could
dope.
be here all day,
We
man.
could have
No,
been all day.
listen.
It's been good having you back.
Wow.
good being with you guys.
She back.
Please be back again.
Oh, I'll be back when you
We
guys
might have to have a
know.
segment on here for you, man.
Yeah.
You don't make any of us God prayer. She can't come back.
Where I mean, when she released the list, you know, like at school when you go to the wall to see who's been chosen.
Yeah.
She released the list. I didn't see my name. I said, okay. I guess we weren't as close as I thought we were.
Why do you think you were going to make the
Thank
cut?
you.
I'm
Skip.
joking. I'm joking. I knew I was gonna make the cut. I already have enough. 11 is enough.
Yes.
Starting lineup. But where can they find you? Do you want people to find you? Should we leave that part?
I'm not to be found because
Okay,
I'm a
cool.
normal babe.
I'm a normal babe. I'm an ex-city
babe.
girl.
Because if you come and find me, you're going to see what's that little icon,
Which
the
one?
Instagram icon, because I'm a private. You, that's
Yeah,
what
the-
you're going to find.
so
You're going to find
Yeah,
icon.
so it's
basically-
not to be found.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So you should just here for a good conversation.
I'm
man.
just here
Come
for a
on,
good
man.
time, good
But
conversation.
wait, is your old podcast still up? Can they go and watch that?
I don't think so.
Go and look for it, guys. Sips of Truth.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's up.
Go
I
and
think
check.
we-
It might.
it
still
could
there.
be.
Oh my, I forgot. Yeah.
So I had a podcast previously, Sips of Truth.
Why
but
did it
yeah, I
end?
don't think.
You lost off
Yeah, there was too many of us. There was like 6 of us. We couldn't agree. We couldn't do schedules. It was all a lot. It just got too
You were
much.
so good,
and
man.
we
It
just-
was, isn't
yeah.
it?
That's back to the point we were saying.
Mm.
If you're not
Let us not
available,
get
it
into
was-
this conversation,
No,
please.
I'm just saying.
I hear it. Okay.
The more people,
Yeah.
the better, I would say.
Mm.
Yeah, no, that's it really. That's where you can
I
find
think
me.
that's him
obviously.
wanting you to join again. So that
Oh.
he can, so he
No,
can,
you
so he
are
can,
good.
so he
I
can
find
take days
myself
off.
being
So wait. You think if Tish joins us, you're gonna be any better?
what do you mean?
Like, you think you're gonna get someone on your side?
No, not on my side. It just
Yeah.
means if I'm not, there's no now. Everybody must be sitting
This
here.
guy's got this thing of wanting to skip work. bro. I don't know
Honestly, he
what's
just
going
wants to
on.
take days off.
No, it's just sometimes
Mm.
we can have options. Okay, cool. Is this something you're interested in doing? No. Okay, you know what, the rest
it's,
of them
it's
carry
back
on.
to that now.
That's what it is.
You want to go? You want to go on hiatus?
No, obviously, no, but what I'm saying.
Wait, should we put a vacancy there to the people?
No, it's not. But I'm saying, obviously, the podcast, whatever, cool. But we should also you want to be here. You want to be here. Everybody must be here.
Fake news.
I do have a lashes page actually.
Hey, okay.
It's closing down. This is what I'm talking about.
what
Because I'm
the-
trying to get rid of stock.
Okay.
Oh.
So if you want a Tara
Everything
Beauty
must go.
collection, everything must go.
Everything must
Tara
go.
Beauty collection.
Black Friday.
Till the end of the year. Let's get rid of it. But yeah, I do have a lashes venture that come to an end because friendships didn't go. too well. But yeah, so that's it, and
yeah.
that's
But
me.
you're just losing friends, losing jobs.
No, it's the same. It's the same friend.
Losing ventures.
Square, losing. What's happening here?
Hey, Tish.
Are you?
But yeah, if you want to buy some lashes,
We
you know,
need
you
to
can go
talk
to the page.
off camera. But please.
No, I'm joking. Yeah,
Rush
we'll
over.
put that
Where
in
did
the
they find
bio.
that? Oh, you're
We'll
gonna put that in the bio, yeah?
But it's called Alistair.
No,
Atara.
Atara Beauty
Alistair.
Collection.
Where did you get Alistair from?
Atara
Atara.
And this is a man that wants to make the cut. You don't even know the business of your friend.
Wait, are you wearing them?
No,
Is that what you're
I'm
wearing?
not wearing them today.
I was gonna say wing twice.
I'm not wearing them today, but that's because I went on holiday and I got individuals instead.
Yeah, these are really nice.
Yeah, so I'm not
Wait,
wearing
what's
them.
individuals?
So individuals is like they're stuck to
One by
your
one,
lashes,
one
one
by
by
one.
one. So
One by one.
You can
Wait, you knew
two
this?
by two.
yeah, so you can sleep with them and all that stuff.
Uzi, you wear eyelashes.
And it just
You
was
got one
easier.
by one or two by two. You have a two by two.
Someone put all these lashes on one by one.
Yeah.
So Carl, stop acting shocked,
Yes,
man. You
anyway.
know by one by one.
No.
Yeah,
Nah.
mine are strip lashes.
Okay, like
You don't have those ones
But
on the
everything
website.
must go.
everything must go.
So-
Guys, make sure you support our friend. Go and
Does
buy
it
some
include,
lashes. Christmas.
fitting?
No,
Is it good
everyone
fitting?
will flip their
No,
own things.
their own
You
thing.
could buy glue as well. We've got
I'm just
glue.
trying to promote your service.
If
Rush.
I say one thing, this thing that Sukali, we need your own hairstyle back.
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah, we did that
The one
high
that
top,
drop like
man.
that,
Which
man.
one?
The
Wait.
one, you know the one that drop
Oh,
like
your
Oh, you
silk
don't like
press. The silk
You
shuku?
don't like this one?
No,
You don't like shuku that it
this
makes?
one. This one called, you know where your
Oh,
peeling
shuka.
oranges.
Oh, shuka. Oh, shuka.
You know where you feel.
I actually get what he's saying. Yeah, yeah. I'll bring it. It's winter time. I normally have it in winter anyway.
Don't
I'll
bring
bring
this
it.
one for the live show. Bring it around.
No, but
press.
this one's for the live show.
Eh?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
Why do you keep saying silk press? Allow
It's
it.
all right,
That's what it
man.
was.
But it did silk. Yeah, it did silky press.
Guys, can we end the episode?
Yes.
Otherwise, we'll be here all
Yes,
night.
let's end.
See this? We don't
We
talk
don't know
this
when
much.
next we'll have Tish again.
We'll have her again. in
Oh,
Jesus'
thanks for having
name.
me, guys. I really
Yeah, we
enjoyed it.
having you.
No, we enjoyed having
honestly.
you.
And if you've enjoyed having Tish, let us know in the comments. Like,
Let us know if
share,
you can have our own
subscribe.
segments.
Yeah, should we bring her back?
And let us know. Let us know what that segment will be.
Yes.
Yes, no, I you know what?
Yeah.
See, I'll allow you. You have checked up on me here and there, and I'm really
But-
bad at
Yeah,
doing that.
But who hasn't?
This one is only OTF.
No, you know what it is? Yeah, you lot kicked me out of that group.
No,
Ever since-
you left the group.
You left the group.
You
left.
Oh, I left the group.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you left.
You left
Why
the
don't
group.
you-
I don't know, but you
This
left.
was locked down.
Yes,
you
a
were,
long time
you were
ago.
the element of making healthy juice. And it was cleansing.
You were cleansing.
It cleansed itself.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, we'll reconnect, man. I feel like they only teacher let me one time yeah about a car when she was downgraded.
Oh, what the car? Okay, I did. I called him about
Tish ain't
that situation.
downgraded my life.
No, I did downgrade the car. I had to make a mum decision
Yeah, mum
and get a mum
decision.
car. I did downgrade. No, I did.
No, okay. It
No,
was
yes,
a
it
side
is.
grade.
No, it's a downgrade.
It's side grade.
And I'm okay with it. I'm at peace with it. I'm okay with it, but it was a
Should
downgrade.
we ask them? If
You
it was
can
a
ask
downgrade?
them.
So Tish had an X4,
X4.
and she side graded, in my opinion, to a Q3.
Yes.
Oh, that's a side grade, man. They lie. That's a
Okay,
side
let me
grade.
tell you why.
It's the
she
S-line,
picked- Let me tell you why she
Yeah.
picked
Oh,
it.
come on, man.
She
Relax.
picked it as side grade because wait, is it manual?
Downgrade. No, definitely not.
No,
Oh
that's-
my gosh.
Now there's something in it that is you.
Oh, it doesn't
Oh,
have
the screen flips.
the lock. No, like you know.
Oh, you gotta put the key in.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why she
She
picked
wanted
it.
to push to start.
She wanted to
That
push
was
the
the
start.
Push the start.
You being
So
serious.
because of this now,
It's
it's
just a downgrade.
It's a downgrade.
come on now.
But you know, I made a mum
Auto
decision,
tier.
and it's fine.
That's okay.
I'll live with it for now.
You said the
As long as your
living
daughter's
now.
eating, but
My
no,
daughter's
we
eating
don't
it.
want her to
She's
be
got a
missing
one
meals.
card to go to nursery.
Oh, no. See some people, the level was so high.
You are
No.
here saying this thing, people are still buying. They just want Toyota Camry.
You know what I mean?
He said, I can't read.
I think he said,
Q3, you
No,
know,
just close my
downgrade. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Till next time, peace.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to the In My Opinion podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, peace.